And we back! If you are seeing this video, that means the Minnesota Timberwolves have been eliminated from the playoffs. Man. They fought so well against, can you imagine? I'm filming this after they lost the last game against OKC. But can you imagine if I filmed this video 1 month ago and I'm just predicting that they won't win? Well, yeah, if you're seeing this, that means they didn't. Let's look at this team. You know exactly what they look like. 2 conference finals appearances in a row. Obviously, they got a lot of good things going on. Our job is to help them get over that hump. Not going to see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Not going to see Luka Doncic. Or maybe we do, and we going to win them next time. They got Ant-Man, potentially the face of the league one day. They got Julius Randle, who for the most part had a good postseason. Didn't finish amazingly, but he had a good postseason nonetheless. Then we got Rudy Gobert, who we got to figure out what the heck is going on with him. Jaden McDaniels, who had a good spot offensively this year. I'm going to change his shot tendency. I want Jaden McDaniels to be one of our top scorers. Nas Reed, we got to figure out what to do with his contract. Dante DiVincenzo's here for a few years. Nikhil Alexander Walker, another free agent that we got to figure out. And then we got some younger dudes down here. I'm excited for this one. Leave a like, subscribe. This video is brought to you by SeatGeek. Hit the link in the description. Use code Kenny10 for 10% off your purchase of tickets. Y'all know SeatGeek. They take tickets from all over the internet and put them in one central location. We got so much going on between sports, comedy, concerts, festivals, Broadway. If you need tickets, you got to check out SeatGeek because they probably got it. A couple days ago, my boys went over to Indiana to watch Knicks versus Pacers, and they used code Kenny10, and they told me it was the best deal you can get out on the internet for tickets. That's what they said to me. Not only is it a great deal, it's also very easy to do. So let's say I wanted to go to watch the Chicago Cubs tonight versus the Rockies here at Wrigley. I'm gonna click the event, say how many tickets I want, and then boom, you're gonna see the venue with a bunch of numbers. I like to sort by deal score, and I can go right down the first base line right here for $42. Simple. And with just a couple more clicks, I would have been able to get those tickets. I'm not going to see the Cubs. That was just an example. You feel me? Go White Sox. But it could be that simple for you. All you got to do is hit the link in the description. Use code Kenny10 for 10% off your purchase of tickets. Could be your first time. It could be your 1,000th time. Kenny10 will work for you. Let's start off with figuring out we have the 17th overall pick in this year's draft. Is that true? That indeed is true. Wow, that's amazing. We have a pick this year. You know, sometimes these teams get to conference finals, you look at their treasure chests of picks and they got none. Nope, Minnesota got a few, or at least one. These videos are not meant to be hyper realistic, so I say that to say that we will be trying to figure out what's going on with Rudy Gobert. Would be completely okay with keeping him on the team, but I recognize that his overall is about to drop, and I'd rather get in front of that than behind that. So if we can figure out a team that might be interested in him, that would be dope. Would the Pelicans be interested? Nah, probably not. But then again, a CJ McCollum / Rudy Gobert swap makes some sense. We get a guy that can also create. They get a center that they really like outside of the 21-year-old Yves Missy. Now that does stunt him a little bit because Rudy Gobert has a 3-year contract, so maybe that doesn't make sense. That's the problem with these videos, man. Every time you want to trade a center, you find out there's nobody that wants a center. Warriors could use a center, but they don't want Rudy Gobert based on what him and Draymond be going through. So maybe Rudy Gobert's here to stay, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I was thinking about that as being one of our pieces, one of our big moves, if you will, and it's probably not gonna happen. Uncle Mike retired. I don't know if I told you that. Uncle Mike retired, unfortunately, so he's gone. Did Bron retire too? I bet Bron retired in this simulation. Hold on. Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Uncle Mike, some really good players retired. Shout out to them. Let's just go to the draft. We can figure out trades and stuff in a little bit. Maybe a trade to open up because free agency hit and some team didn't hit what they wanted to. Now we got to figure it out. So here we go. First overall pick. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Simulation is already terrible. Cooper Flag falls to the Spurs. So now we got to worry about them for this video. Why would they do that? Okay. 3rd overall pick in Paul George traded for the 4th overall pick in Miles Bridges. They trade up to get Noah Senge, who would have been there regardless. This simulation is trash. This simulation is trash. Derek Queen goes top 5. Oh boy. Why did the Heat have the 6th overall pick? That pick goes to Washington. Do I need to restart this simulation? What is going on? I got to restart. Whoever created this save file did not do it right. So I'll be right back. All right, let's hope this is better. Yeah, that's... Man, that draft went crazy, by the way. Spurs fans probably mad at me because I reset it. We got to do. Now he goes 1. There we go. There you go. Makes so much more sense. There you got Dylan Harper 2, Ace Bailey 3, Colin Malach goes 4. Okay. BJ's 5, 6 is Con Knuble, 7 is Trey Johnson, 8 is Jeremiah Fears, 9 is Carter Bryant. I think I'm going to do that a lot in this NBA career, by the way. Call him Brian Carter because in my mind, that's the name. I don't know how to explain it. Brian Carter makes sense more than Carter Bryant. I don't know. Shout out to him, though, from Zona. Boogie Flan. Did he even stay in the draft? I don't even know. He won the lottery here. Trade to announce. The 11th overall pick is traded for future picks. So, the Knicks ended up with him? All right, Derek Queen to the Knicks. There we go. The Bulls take Yakashonas. That is the most interesting stuff. Jace Richardson goes. We're trying to get to pick number 17, baby. We have a trade to announce. 14th overall pick for something. I skipped through it. They traded to get Drake Powell. All right. With the 17th overall pick, who is still available? We got Noah and Sengay. We got Asa Newell. We got Jaeger Demon. Rasheer Fleming is here. Wow. This is actually not a bad spot for the Timberwolves to be in. They could go like a center and just stash him to post Rudy Gobert. They could go like tall point guard and stash him, but we drafted Ron Dillingham last year. We're hoping Rob Dillingham becomes something for us. So that's maybe not the move, but he's so good. Or he could be so good. I'm sorry. I'm not going to act like he's a star, but he could be so good. We could go Will Riley, an upside pick as well. Noah Sengay. Dude, Asa Newell. There's some really good ball players left, man. Like Liam McNeely's still in. Is Nick Clifford here? I would love to see if Nick Clifford, did he get drafted yet? No, he's here. They got him in the 50s though. Sheesh. I mean, we might be able to walk out of here with him in the second round. That's a guy that I definitely wouldn't mind being on this team. There's a team that made it to the conference finals 2 years in a row, draft a project, and Noah Sengay. I'm gonna do it. It's maybe not the smartest pick. I'm trying to think long term. Maybe we could develop him for 2 years and then he becomes a real player. Rasheer Fleming is still on the board. That's nuts. So we're gonna walk out of here with a real NBA player in the second round too. We did miss out on Nick Clifford. I'm not tripping about that too much, especially if Rasheer Fleming is gonna be here. So I think we go Fleming. I think we go Rasheer Fleming. Yeah, that's easy. That's easy. I think that's a good draft. We drafted a project and we drafted a guy that in the second round, I feel like could play for us relatively soon. All right, dubs, I would say. Also, have not done a ton of draft research this year, so maybe it's not a big dub, but we about to find out. So Julius Randle and Naz Reid declined their options. We're gonna keep Jalen Clark around, Luka Garza, and Josh Minott. Good luck on y'all future teams, dog. It ain't gonna be here. So we gotta, this is about to be really interesting. It's about to be really, really interesting. Randle's got 6 offers. None of them are really good. What about our guy, Naz Reid? He's got 0 offers. He's wanting about $19 million. That's not too bad. He'll probably make more money than that in real life. Julius Randle wants $30 million a year for 5 years. I don't want to be paying a 35-year-old Julius Randle that much money. I could give him 3 and a 1, but that 1 is a team. Give him 3 and a 1, and that 1 is a team. I want it to be front-loaded instead of back-loaded. So we start off here. Because if you ain't got no offers, I'm trying to play it the smart way. $30 million a year, front-loaded. Then it goes to 28.5, 27, 25, and then we'll figure out if he's actually part of the super long-term. But I think that makes the most sense for us. Then with Naz Reid, I think because he's got 0 offers too, I can drop him a little bit as well. Man, this is about to be a bargain for Naz Reid. 25 years old, $16 million a year. Easy. Now we got to figure out Nikhil. I want Nikhil Alexander-Walker back too. Where you going, Nikhil? 0 offers. Steal of a contract. Oh my God. We're getting everybody in a bargain. Keep the gang together, man. Those guys are so important to us this year. So LeBron stays, Kyrie stays, Julius Randle stays. Everybody looks like they're staying around, which is not great for us because we kind of needed like Brook Lopez to go to a different team or Miles Turner to go to a different team so we could figure out what the heck to do with Rudy Gobert. Now, where do we spend our mid-level exception? What do we feel like? Probably a point guard, like a guy that can really get us going. I like the idea of a Malcolm Brogdon being on this team. Good playmaker. Older, though, so his overall might drop. But I'm not mad at that. Not a 3-year deal, though. We could give him a 1+1 with a team for 4-4 or 4-3. That would be a good contract for him, I think. All right, play progression. I need a Jaden McDaniels jump. I need a Shannon Jr. jump. I need all of my young players to be better. McDaniels jumps 3. Rudy Gobert drops 2. We knew that was happening. And Rob Dillingham jumps 3. Jalen Clark jumps 3. Malcolm Brogdon drops a lot. Terrence Shannon jumps 1. Leonard Miller jumps 3. Okay, not too bad. Quickly around the association, looking for teams that could use a center now. The Wizards signed James Harden in free agency straight up. Now that's something. Lakers don't have a center. Their starting center is about to be Christian Coloco. Yeah, all right. They don't want Rudy Gobert at all. I'll tell you that much. But we might make it. We might make it spin. We might make it spin, man. We might call them up. Rob Pelinka, what's to you? That's legitimately the only place to put him, honestly. Every other team has a center that they like. They're the only team with a center less than like us 80. So yeah, they might be interested. He ain't got the hands to catch a Luka lob, but he can hold Luka down defensively. That's what he do. Let's go talk to the Lakers. Let's go talk to the Lakers. Can't believe I'm saying that right now. So in this hypothetical, we'd have to get Doe back. Doe's old and he's not very good. They still need to make a $14 million. So it would have to be Doe and like Gabe Vincent. And then they still have to give us one more contract so we can take. Oh, they picked up Charles Bassey. Just between the last time we saw him and now. That's not bad. So we take Maxi Kleber back to, and then we give you back. I don't want to give you back any of these guys. I like this whole team right now. I like this whole team. I don't want to give you Jalen Clark. I think he might be good. He got an A defense and an A 3-point shooting. I'll give you Leonard Miller, I guess. I don't like Leonard Miller. And we still got to give you more because you need one more player. Dude, that's tough. It has to be Malcolm Brogdon. Oh, traded this man immediately after signing him. That's crazy. Give us 2 first-round picks for it. Oh, wow. I was just BSing. That's a terrible trade for them. Now, we got back some contracts at the end of the day. This was salary relief. We got back players that will not play. Doe is good, though. I mean, I know his 2K overall don't say he good, but Doe is a good player to have. His overall goes up as a small forward. So he actually is going to play real rotational minutes for us. But we had to do something right there. Our defense will take a hit. We just traded away a DPOY from last season. But trust me, I kind of wish I drafted a center prospect now because I knew I was going to trade him away. I don't know why I didn't draft a center prospect. It's fine, though. It's fine. We'll go to, I was going to say we're going to stretch Maxi Kleber. But like the package that I just got back in this trade, those contracts, the 10 millions, the 15 millions, these 3 guys are enough money for us to go get a center if a center becomes available. Like a center that we like more, that fits the timeline more. Because Rudy Gobert was in his mid-30s with a team with the best players at 24. Like, it just didn't fit. So we just need our team to be okay for now and then trust that we'll be able to make a trade eventually. That's all. Be okay for now. Trust that we'll be able to make a trade eventually. Rob Dillingham from Christian Brown, no thank you. We lose game 1 of the season to Wemby and company, even though Wemby didn't have a good game. Who's our starting one? They got Dante starting, then Rob off the bench. I'm not mad at that for now. I'm not mad at that. I think Rob's going to eventually have to be our starting point guard, but I'm not mad at that for the time being. We're a small-looking team right now. I'll tell you that. But okay, we're fine. We're fine. Trust the process. Anthony Edwards will carry us to above 500 until we need to make the big splash. Might be the quickest rebuild ever. We didn't even do anything with a 2 seed. That means a lot of people are playing well. Anthony Edwards might be an MVP candidate. Yeah, Jaden. Come on. Julius Randle's good. Naz Reid is great. Dante's playing amazingly as a lead point guard. Everybody's having a good year so far. Rob Dillingham's efficiency down, but he's playing more minutes and part of the real rotation. Jalen Clark is a 41% 3-point shooter. What is his actual 3-point rating? Oh my goodness, he's just sitting around. Oh my goodness, Jalen Clark is a real steal. I don't think we got a lot of Terrence Shannon yet. We ain't got no Terrence Shannon yet. Dang, that's tough. But I think it is time to see if we can invest in a center player. All right. So the Trailblazers have a few centers that are interesting. They extended DeAndre Ayton at what value? What did y'all get? I'm not interested in DeAndre Ayton, by the way. I'm just curious. 20, 22, 24. Not too bad. The Warriors are selling. Jimmy Butler's on the market. Not a place I'm looking at. Josh Giddey plays with James Harden in them. Coming off the bench. Look at that point guard. Golly. Then we get Joel Embiid is on a rebuilding team. Paul George is on the market. Not really interested in Joel Embiid for this team. Who else? I was kind of hoping that the Clippers were not looking good. I really would have wanted Zubac, but they're fine. They're rebuilding, but he's not really available. Come on. It's got to be somebody here that's rebuilding or selling, right? Bam is out, or Bam got traded to the Pelicans. So that's something to think about. Oh, that's nuts. Okay, Walker Kessler, you want to come back to Minnesota? I mean, because you got drafted here, right? Not really. Sabonis don't really fit what I want to do, but they are selling him. He is on the block, which means that we could probably get him for pennies on the dollar. They also got Vucevic. Oh my God, my Chicago Bulls are back together, baby. My Chicago Bulls are back together. I could cry for them. Because why the heck would they be on the same team again? What the heck? It's not a big market out here, dog. It is not a big market out here at all. Even Nicholas Claxton, who I thought was a possibility, is on a team that's in the playoffs right now. Are you kidding me? Bam Adebayo. Wow, that's such a good trade for them, I think. That is such, I mean, they don't have a point guard, I guess, but like, that is such a good trade. Trey Murphy and Herb Jones are on the block. Y'all know I love me some Trey Murphy. Y'all know I definitely love me some Herb Jones. I don't think, because the way Jalen Clark is playing, I don't think I need them dudes. Isn't that crazy? Because of Jalen Clark, I don't think I need these dudes. Whew. How did I go from every team has a center to, hey, Kevin Durant? Would a hypothetical Kevin Durant trade on this team make any sense? You know he wants to, like Anthony Edwards wants him to be his teammate, right? There's a hypothetical, like what does he play? Where does he play? Is Julius Randle just gonna come off the bench now? Does Jaden McDaniels come off the bench? That don't even make sense. Jaden McDaniels is our second best player and he's playing amazingly. Do we move Ant to the 1, Jaden to the 2? Like there's, what structure of a roster makes sense where Kevin Durant can play with our best player? I don't know. I don't even think it makes sense financially to get to that. Because even with these top 3 dudes, the 3 contracts, they still got to give us back a player. And then we still need to make up $8 million, which means that we got to give them Dante DiVincenzo or something. So it don't even make sense. Unless Randall is in the trade, which is not out of the realm of possibility, but I will be I'm a little afraid to trade for a 37-year-old Kevin Durant, considering he might just retire. So that's dead. Okay. Well, all roads are leading back to who? Because the unfortunate part is that we have to use we have to do this trade now. Because those dudes, dang, Darius Garland's on the block? Dang, Darius Garland is on the block? Interesting. Those dudes that I'm trying to package together, Porzingis is on the block. He got a big extension though. I can't in all honesty. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of money. Woo! Those dudes are expiring contract. Can I send them into their rebuild early even though they're not selling? He's making 18, 19, and 21. Are you kidding me? What a contract that is. Hypothetically, we call up whoever's in charge over there. They hit up Steve Ballmer and say, hey man, I don't think it's out of the realm possibility. I'm gonna call him. Sometimes you can make a player available by giving them the right trade. Dorian Finney-Smith, we don't need you. Contractually, we there already. We'll give you Rasheer Fleming too. I just don't know a world where Rasheer is playing for us considering how many wings we got. Because, yeah, Jalen Clark is going to be here. Hopefully Noah Sengay can play. So we don't really need Rasheer Fleming. So we also, contractually, we're there. This is where we say, hey, the Lakers pick this year, a Cavs swap that's not worth anything. We have our own pick. Zubac is on the team. Wow. Sometimes you throw 2 first-round picks at a team and they have to think about it. Naz Reid slides back to a backup 5. Even though he's having such a good year, he's probably going to be upset about that. But hey, we're trying to win a championship this year, buddy. This might be the quickest one we've done. I feel bad for Terrence Shannon, who's not playing, but he's so good to not play. All right. Is there any contract stuff that we got to figure out right now? Extension-wise, Dante DiVincenzo's interested, but we can do that later. It's a small contract. Wow, we can really do this. All right, take us to the promised land. Awards. Shea gets an MVP. Cooper Flags Rookie of the Year. Anthony Simons, 6th Man of the Year. Wembanyama's DPOY. Most Improved is Evan Mobley. Clutch Player of the Year is Steph Curry. Coach Chris Finch. We lost a total of 17 games this year. If that ain't the NBA championship favorite, I don't know what is. We do get Ant-Man on an all-in. Nope. No Minnesota representation, I guess. I'm sure that's gonna make Ant-Man happy that he did all of this to be the best team in the league and nobody cared. That's fun. That's fine. Oh, I'm sorry. We weren't the best team in the league because the Spurs exist. Same record. They got the tiebreaker, but Spurs exist. All right, let's get into it, man. First round of the postseason is against who? It is against the LA Lakers. Our friend Rudy Gobert. Good to see you again, big fella. You got Zubac this time. He's tough. He's pretty tough. See what we can do. Game 1. We beat them last year. Can we do it again? Game 1 is a win. Game 2 is a win. Game 3 is a win. Sorry, Bron. It might be your last year. You get swept. Yucks. That's nasty. Now we got Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, and Derek Lively. What a 5-man unit. Game 1, we win. Anthony Edwards so far looks like he's been electric. He's feeling that All-NBA snub, that MVP snub. Game 2, we lose. It's fine. Klay Thompson had a 6 3-pointer game. He can never do that again, right? Let's shorten this rotation a little bit. Let's figure some things out. Zubac seems to be upset about something. Don't know what that something can be. His game performance, team success. We're in the second round of the playoffs. What are you talking about? Shorten the rotation by 2. I did see Terrence Shannon was playing some minutes, so that was fun for a minute. He's actually on fire. Kind of feel bad about taking his minutes away, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, that's on fire. Cut it out. Cut it out. All right, we're shorting that rotation. Game 4, we lose. We are down 3-1. It's fine. We've been in worse spots before, right? I mean, it's not worse spots. It's when you're down. Okay, we lose in the second round. Conference final streak ends. We do get Halliburton and the Pacers in the finals, and they lose in 7 to Kyrie as well. So, like, we lost to the eventual champions if there's any silver lining to it all. I feel like we can bring in some more reinforcements, though. Bron's done. Chris Paul's done. Russell Westbrook. We can tell Brody no. James Harden no. Paul George no. All right. Thunder. Just greedy. Gluttony. That's what this is. First pick, third pick, ninth pick for them. We have pick number 23. Not something we care about too much, but we got it. I don't know why Zoo would be upset. His shot tendency is really low. Okay, we can just raise that a little bit. That'll probably get him back. I'm trying to make a big swing. But let's look at prospects. Tim Duncan, dang. Good number 1 pick. Okay, make some swings. Boom. Swings. Expiring contract, Giannis. Is that the swing we need? Can we get there? That's the question. Expiring contract, Giannis. It's, wow, $50 million. Okay. Obviously, Julius Randle's in this trade. Noah Senga's in this trade. Obviously, he has to be. We got to make up $16 million still. Well, we gon' how do we get there? Hold on. Let's go back. I think that they would probably want one of these young guys, obviously. You know, one of our expiring restricted free agency type of young dudes. I think there's a world where we could maybe pull off a Giannis trade. You know, it's wishful thinking, but we have to at least try, right? You got to at least try. The potential 4th overall pick is here. I'm going to draft him at 23. Maybe he gets thrown in that trade if his trade value's high. I don't know. We got to at least try some stuff. Of course, there's Randall. I think Dante has to be in this trade. I think Nsenge has to be in this trade. I think the guy we just drafted, 2-star value. We have 2 picks. I thought we had more picks in that. We only got 2 picks. Ladies and gentlemen, we may have sold the farm, but we got him. All right. That's huge. Wow. What's to it, guys? Rob, we need you to really step up this year. Our role players off the bench, Terrence Shannon can run some 3. We should be able to bring Jalen Clark back. We need some depth at that 4. Woo! Some depth at that 4. What does that look like? Here's our player progression. We brought back D'Angelo Russell to be a backup to Rob Dillingham. This is Rob's year to be our starting point guard. Playmaking, inside-out threat, that's him. Shannon jumps up a little bit. We brought in Marcus Smart to never play, but maybe he inbounds the ball once or twice. Kenrich Williams is here. We have Giannis and Anthony Edwards. That's all you need to know. The starting lineup looks real. The bench still don't look bad, all things considered. Like, we traded a lot to get Giannis on the team, obviously. But the bench still don't look too bad because we had so many depth pieces. I'm curious to see let me go back to the Bucks to see what Noah Senga turned into after 1 year. I'm sure he's probably starting for them. But yeah, it was tough to trade him. I traded him and Rasheer Fleming real quick. I was excited about both of them, traded them both. Because you got to do what you got to do. This team is competing right now. He's a 78. Not bad. He's not starting over Kyle Kuzma yet, but next year he'll be 21 and he'll do it then. So starting lineup, let's make sure we get a full rotation of 10. Rob, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Giannis, Zoo off the bench, Naz Reid, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, D'Angelo Russell, Jalen Clark, Terrence Shannon. That's a good lineup, bro. Yeah, that's a good lineup, bro. First game is against the Bucks. Giannis loses thing. Damian Lillard said, don't forget about me. Same thing with Julius Randle. It's cool. We gonna see y'all. No, we not, because we made it to the finals. Y'all not. Awards. This is the year. I believe it wholeheartedly. Finch is leading us to 72 wins. Simple. That's me again. Our team overall is lower than it was last year. We were 99 last year, but we lost in the second round last year, so keep that in mind too. Giannis didn't make All-NBA. What is it about Minnesota that y'all hate? How is Giannis and Anthony Edwards both miss. We are the 1 seed at 70+ wins, and we only have 1 All-NBA player. 2K got to fix that, man. Ant was 24, 6, and 5. Giannis is 23, 11, and 6. McDaniels is 15 on almost 50, 40, 87. Zoo is not upset anymore. He got some extra touches, so that's good. Dillingham's first year as a starter was 6 assists to 1.5 turnovers. He liked that. Nas is going to be Nas. Everybody like they had a good season. You know, I didn't even do any trades at the deadline. I felt good about this core guys. I think we can win. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Who we see in the first round? It'll be the Portland Trail Blazers. Okay. Portland is Scoot Henderson, Simon, Soumani Kamara, Denny, and DeAndre Ayton. I'm happy for them to make it this far. I don't think they really compare to us as good as Soumani Kamara and Denny could be defensively. Uh-oh, somebody got injured. Hold on. Who got injured? Don't let it be Giannis. It was Rob. So no point guard for the next week or two. That's not that big of a deal. D'Angelo Russell said he got it. D'Angelo Russell said he got us. And guess what? I believe him. We already up 3-0 and we win. Next round, we got Denver. It is Jamal Murray. It's the same star lineup as of today. Okay. Do we get Dillingham back? He's day-to-day, so maybe he's back by game 2. Game 1, we win without him. Yeah. It's a good team, if you didn't know. If you didn't know, it's a very good team. Game 2, we win. He got to be back now, right? He can play through an injury. We trust him to do that. Game 3, we win. Game 4, we get to the conference finals to go against the San Antonio Spurs, who beat the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, good team. Good team. Where's Dylan? Is Dylan just a bench player? I mean, Stephon Castle and De'Aaron Fox. So, yeah, I guess that makes sense that he would have to come off the bench his entire career that he's there. What is his overall, though? 85. 85 come off the bench. No Devin Vassell for this series. He broke his leg. Aaron Wiggins is on the team. We're better than this team, though. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we win. Game 3, we win. Oh, we're going to sweep the Western Conference? We do. Wow. Scotty Barnes versus Giannis in the finals. They got a 71 overall player guard you, Rob. You got to take advantage of that. We're the better team. They got Jalen Duren, though. That's a good pickup. It's a good pickup. Game 1, win. Oh, we're gonna go 16-0. So that's fun. That's a dominant team. One of our most dominants. And a good thing I didn't trade for Kevin. I almost traded for Kevin. He retires after this year. And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. It only took a few seasons, man. They gave me a good infrastructure. We already had a star in Anthony Edwards, even if 2K don't think he's a star, but I give him all NBAs. And now, if Giannis decides to walk, we got our championship. Minnesota got a ring. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like, subscribe. I'll see y'all tomorrow.